Hello there. Today we're gonna look at some pawn endgame practice with a queen versus a pawn that is ready to promote. So first, some theory. This pawn is of course going this way, so it's promoting the next move, but it's white's turn first. Some basic theory in pawn endgames. If you have a pawn ready to promote in these files, either on the side or two on the C or F file, then it's a draw. That's the basic theory. So let's get back to this position afterwards. So in other words, say that the king is on B1, white is checking on B3. If black goes here, then white can move his king closer. But that doesn't go there. Oh, let's see. The king here and the white king. Sorry for that. Okay, the black king goes here. That's the reason this is a draw, because white cannot take here because of the stalemate. And that's also the reason why this is a draw, because check here and black moves into the corner and white cannot move his king because of the stalemate threat. That's why these four files is a theoretical draw with a pawn against the queen. But that also applies that the king is close to the pawn and your own king is pretty far away, or the side with the queen. If the king is closer, or if the black king hasn't really reached the seventh rank or second rank, like in this case, there's always exceptions. So here in this position that we're looking at now, we actually have the possibility to win this as white. But we have to make the right move, because we cannot really allow the king to come down to d2 or the pawn to promote at this point anyway. All right, so that's the basic theory and the thoughts behind it. So now you can pause the video and see if you can find out how white is winning this. Go ahead. All right, here we go. So I gave you some hints, of course. We don't want to let the king come down to d2, meaning if we check here on e4, this is a draw, because the king will come down here, and white cannot really stop this from promoting unless giving us endless checks with the queen, which will lead to a repetition draw, finally. And we cannot either try to stop it on a1 or h1, because the king will come down here anyway, and it's the same. So the right starting move is to give a check on d5, stopping the king from coming to d2, which is a very good start. All right, so now black has three options. We're going to look at all of them. Let's start with c3. What happens then? How do we win this for white? You see? Here it goes. Queen d4, check. Only one move for black is to b3, and then we just play queen a1, stopping this promotion. And we're going to put the queen here, and then we can do whatever we want with our king coming closer. Okay. So now let's look at queen e2. How do we stop him now? You see? Here we go. We have to play queen a2, pinning this pawn to the king, forcing black to play d1 or d2 with his king. Because, okay, let's start with this. d3 is easy. Then we can play queen b2, and then we have to force him down, and then we can just move our king like this, and d3, forcing him to promote to a knight here with a check. But it's just okay. Let's look at it. It's quick win like this. Threaten checkmate here, or we will take it. Okay. So d2 isn't much better because it's still pinned, this pawn, so we will just do king d4 and it's the same. So black needs to go to d1. And now we get to take advantage of the fact that the king is close enough. So we can actually allow black to promote now. We play king e4. That's how we win this. Black promotes to a queen. And then we play king d3. Threatening a checkmate here. Black has no checks with his queen without losing it. And if he moves it away somewhere, well, then we can checkmate on d2. So this is a win. All right. Now we looked at king c3 and king d, not king d2. Looked at king c3 and king e2. What about king e3 then? This is the main line in the puzzle, by the way. How do we continue as white here to stop this pawn from promoting and to checkmate in the end? We play queen g2. This is a very brilliant move, threatening the pawn. And you see, if the pawn promotes, well, then we have a check up here. And we will get this promoted piece, whatever it is. So black is forced to play king d3. And now it's a fairly simple but very nice looking move. Just queen g5. Stopping here. And of course, he cannot do anything. He cannot come closer with the king, so he has to go here. And then we just put the queen on c1. And that's how we win this game. Starting from here. Queen d5, and then depending on where the king goes, we have different variations that leads to a win. And this is the only move. All of these moves are the only moves for white to win. All other moves leads to a draw. Thank you for watching. Remember to like the video, make a comment, and come back for more. See you later. Bye bye.